Hello everybody, this is a presentation of a Caritas de Coimbra case study from Cristina Arnaud and Abreu from Coimbra and ISCTE. This study case describes the management project, a Caritas de Coimbra branding. And this is a very important institution in the country because it represents 500,000 of the population, this diocese of Coimbra. Also, Caritas is a very important institution in all over Portugal, and Caritas Coimbra is one of the main or the biggest one from all the Caritas from Portugal. There are different facilities that have been developed, and mainly the most important are education, health and social action. The main financial resources from this institution are coming from state contribution, around 70%, and the provision of services. Also in the headquarters there are being developed a lot of different services, and so there are more than 900 staff workers working there. In this diocese, this kind of Caritas has more than 100 facilities all around this geographical area of Coimbra. But there is a problem. This institution, even it's so important for this region and also for the country, never developed any kind of segmentation or targeting criteria of their public. There have been developed some kinds of facilities of communication, some tools, but almost always in a reactive way to what the public was demanding. Also, there is a clear positioning in main directors' minds, and this is a top charity of solidarity working in the intervention segment to support the most disadvantaged and socially excluded people in the Coimbra district. But again, the general public is not aware and does not have a recognition of the work of Caritas in Coimbra and this area. So this is indeed one of the reasons for this lack of both awareness and knowledge may be at most non-allusion to Caritas logos and brand name. In all the facilities there isn't any kind of logos and brand name. And communication is so important. So this is a problem, this lack of logos and brand. The identification of Caritas. Also, the previous literature that we have been developing show that there is a urgent need for this institution to become more competitive and also to be differentiated from its main competitors. It's so important to create awareness in general. Also, we know by the literature that brand is a very competitive, very important competitive advantage in the third sector. Charity branding are completely recognized as so important for this charity as well, not just the commercial sector. And value of a brand is perceived when the organization proves that its integrity, because like this kind of institution can develop its trust public. And based on this issue and all the literature that we have been reviewing, we think that Caritas should really address the gaps between the goals and the brand perception in the public's mind. Also, we see and we found out that the correct use of some marketing models could really help this institution, like the 3E model from Kotler, the causal loop diagram, and the brand orientation model by Enginson. Let's see what is this about. E. Brand integrity, brand image, brand identity. This is very important. Also, there should be consistency in between the message and operation to create visibility, trust, relevance, partnerships and fundraising as well. Brand orientation model says that we have to understand the brand. The brand has to be seen as a strategic resource, and it has to be communicated towards the external, internal public as well. It has to be managed, and finally it has to be So what we did, it was a study developed through the year of 2012, directed to external audiences here in Coimbra. So what were the answers that we find out with this kind of study? The organization is a recognized institution with a name, a specific logo, and a specific feature in the plug page. Also, there is a consistency between the image with the values based in commitment, professionalism, humanization, and charity. But there is a problem. The overall image of the organization does not reflect the attraction by the public. The public does not recognize this image in this brand of Caritas. So what we said to Caritas is that they could develop actively the three models that we just have shown you, and to build a strong brand, and at the same time to be ready to be strategically managed and providing the following things: creating what? A greater involvement of its workforce, increasing the brand visibility, increasing the confidence in the organization, creating partnership opportunities through cross-related marketing, creating different ways of fundraising, informed education, and even changing the public opinion through an improved knowledge of the action of this organization, and also capturing at the same time more volunteers for Caritas that really needs it. So the possible plans for action that we have already tried, and also Caritas is trying to develop, it's promoting the brand inside, and also some different actions for promoting the brand outside. This has been actively done in Caritas through these last 2 years. And after the work made, we can say that Caritas Diocesana de Coimbra became a coherent organizational framework, leading to an increased engagement in communicating with the various public. Really, these findings should suggest and agree with the overall literature review of this kind of things that we can develop branding in third sector organizations. To understand the brand, AIMPN suggests that an organization first through develop an auditing process of its brand. So the first question to be addressed in this study case in a classroom is that what is the brand image of Caritas as being perceived by its potential donors? Second question, is the brand of Caritas of Coimbra consistent in the public minds? Does it have a consistent image? This is so important. Third question, the overall image of Caritas of Coimbra does not reflect a possible attraction from its public, and moreover, the institution that does not recognize its value, does not manage actively its public's loyalty, is affecting the competitiveness of the sector. So we want a comment over this. These are the main references, and thank you so much for listening to us.